What if the greatest threat to your peace isn't the person openly criticizing you, but the one smiling while quietly undermining you? The most damaging attacks on your mental health are often disguised as concerns, advice, humor, or simply innocent mistakes. By the time you realize what's happening, you've already begun questioning yourself. Today, we are exposing the hidden hand behind covert aggressions. And we're going to be learning how to protect our inner peace before it slowly steals from us. Not all hostility announces itself. Some aggressions arrives with a smile. Some control arrives disguised as concerns. Some attacks will come wrapped up in compliments. The most dangerous people are not always the loudest. Often, they are the hardest to identify because they rarely attack directly. They will provoke indirectly, manipulate subtly, and create confusion instead of confrontation. The result is a unique form of suffering. You leave interactions feeling drained, questioning yourself, replaying conversations, and wondering why something feels wrong, even though you cannot clearly explain it. This reflection is about learning to trust those signals because your intuition often recognizes danger long before your conscious mind can even articulate it. Most people know how to recognize direct criticism, but covert aggression operates differently, and it's dangerous. Covert aggression hides behind plausible deniability. It usually comes as a sarcastic remarks, becomes just a joke. An insult becomes constructive feedback. A boundary or a boundary violation becomes a concern. The aggressor most often gains protection because they can always claim their innocent intentions. And suddenly, you are left defending your reaction rather than addressing their behavior. One of the most common forms of covert aggression is the backhanded compliment. They will say things like, "You look great for your age," or "I'm surprised you pulled that off," or even, "You've become much more confident lately." On the surface, these statements may appear positive, yet they contain an embedded criticism designed to create self-doubt or put you down. The goal isn't communication. The goal is destabilization. Your nervous system at this point processes social threats far faster than conscious thought. Long before your mind identifies manipulation, your body often notices it. A tightening in your chest, a sinking feeling, a sudden anxiety, mental fog. All these reactions are not weaknesses. They are information. Your intuition is often recognizing what your logic has not yet named. At this point, many people mistake the silent treatment for withdrawal. In reality, it is often communication through absence. Attention becomes currency. Connection becomes conditional. Presence becomes a reward. The goal is not distance. The goal is control. They will ask question, have you ever noticed someone consistently forgetting things that matter to you? Have you noticed someone forgetting commitments that are important? Forgetting even conversations that should be remembered. And they even forget your boundaries that you set or forget your achievements. When this pattern becomes chronic, it is really about memory loss. It becomes a subtle message. What matters to you does not matter to me. The emotional impact accumulates over time. In today's world, manipulation often even takes different forms, happening publicly and digitally. We see this in conversations that are selectively remembered, narratives that are curated, and context is removed. Social proof is manufactured and the result is confusing. You begin doubting your memory, your judgment, you doubt your judgment, you even doubt your perceptions, and once self-doubt enters your system, control becomes easier. So be mindful of this. Many people were conditioned to prioritize harmony over honesty. Take note. So to avoid conflict, they were encouraged to do that, to keep peace or to be agreeable. But this conditioning creates vulnerability because manipulators thrive when boundaries are weak. Every time you ignore your discomfort to appear polite, you teach yourself that your reality matters less than someone else's comfort. The greatest damage of covert aggression is not the comment itself. It is the gradual destruction of self-trust. You stop believing your instincts. You stop honoring your feelings. You stop defending your boundaries. And over time, you become disconnected from your own internal guidance. One of the clearest signs of manipulation is feeling compelled to endless explaining yourself. You explain your feelings. You explain your boundaries. You explain your decisions. You even explain your reactions. And yet no amount of explanation changes anything. Because misunderstanding was never accidental. It was part of the plan. Some people are committed to misunderstanding you because confusion benefits them. Don't forget that. The turning point occurs when you stop treating inner peace as optional. Your inner peace is critical, very important. Don't trade it. Your peace becomes a protected asset not something available for negotiation, not something sacrificed for social approval, not even something exchanged for acceptance. Many manipulators rely on emotional reactions. The more reactive you become, the easier you are to control. Observation interrupts this cycle. Instead of asking questions like, why are you doing this to me? Ask, what pattern am I observing? This shift changes everything because patterns reveal truth faster than explanations. One powerful strategy is known as the gray rock. This concept is simple. Become emotionally uninteresting to manipulative people. No drama, no dramatic reaction, no lengthy defenses, no emotional fuel. Their tactic loses power when there is nothing to provoke. The goal isn't withdrawal, it is conversation. You stop donating energy to someone determined to misuse it. This is very important. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts. Not everyone deserves access to your emotions. Not everyone deserves access to even your vulnerability. Access should be earned through consistency, integrity, and respect. It should not be granted automatically. One of the best defenses against covert aggressions is healthy relationships. Relationships where communication is direct. Relationships where feedback is honest. Relationships where conflict is addressed openly and intentions are clear. Healthy people do not need hidden agendas. They communicate directly. They communicate daily. And just as we protect our physical health, we must protect our mental environment. So I encourage you, audit your interactions. Review your emotional state. Notice recurring patterns. Identify energies that drain you and protect your attention. Your mind is valuable. It's valuable real estate. Be careful who occupies it. So, my dear friends, to conclude today's reflection, I want to remind you the most dangerous attacks rarely arrive as obvious threats. They often come as confusion, as subtle doubt, as disguised concerns, as carefully hidden hostilities. And because they are difficult to identify, they often remain active far longer than they should. But the moment you learn to trust your intuition, everything changes. The moment you stop explaining yourself to people who are committed to misunderstanding you, everything changes. The moment you make your inner peace non-negotiable, everything changes. This changes because your true self or self-governance is not controlling others. It is refusing to surrender your mind to them. Your peace is sacred. Your clarity is valuable. And your boundaries matter. And no hidden agenda deserves access to the sanctuary of your mind. If this reflection resonated with you, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. and come back for more reflection on healing and growth. Thank you for watching.